In a bustling African town, Grace was known for her grace and resilience. She was the devoted wife of James, a well-respected trader. Together, they had built a life filled with love and admiration from their community. But their seemingly perfect life was shattered one fateful night. James, returning from a distant market, was caught in a violent storm. Days turned to weeks, and no one heard from him. Finally, news came. James had drowned, swept away by the raging river. Grace's heart broke into 1,000 pieces, but she made a decision that would shape her life forever. She told no one. "I can't let them see me as weak," she whispered to herself. In their town, a widow often became a target for pity or, worse, exploitation. Grace feared losing the respect she and James had earned. She kept the shop running, sold James's goods, and carried on with life as though her husband was still away on business. Each time someone asked about him, she would smile and say, "He's traveling far this time. He'll return soon." The lie became her armor. Months turned into years. People stopped questioning James's absence, accepting her story. But Grace's nights were filled with tears and whispered prayers. The loneliness was a heavy burden, yet she bore it with silent strength. One day, a young boy named John, the son of a struggling widow, came to her shop. "Auntie Grace," he said, "my mother is sick, and we have no food." Grace saw her younger self in John's eyes, helpless yet determined. Without hesitation, she began helping the boy's family, offering food, clothing, and sometimes money. Soon, she became a quiet benefactor to widows and orphans across the town. The townspeople noticed her generosity. "Where does Grace get all this wealth?" they whispered. Some speculated that James had struck gold in his travels, while others believed she was hiding a secret fortune. Grace paid no mind. Her focus was on helping those who needed her most. One day, during a town celebration, a well-meaning elder stood to thank the community's greatest contributors. To everyone's surprise, he singled out Grace. "This woman has shown us the meaning of generosity and love. Let us thank her," and her husband, James, who surely inspires her from afar. The crowd cheered, but Grace felt her heart racing. Her secret was too heavy to bear any longer. She stood, her voice steady but her eyes glistening. "Thank you, but I must speak the truth. James has been gone for many years. He passed away in the storm that took him from us." The crowd fell silent, stunned. Grace continued, "I didn't tell you because I feared losing the respect we built together. But now, I see that strength is not in hiding the truth, it's in living with it and still standing tall." Tears filled the eyes of the townspeople. One by one, they stood to applaud her courage. From that day on, Grace was no longer the secret widow. She became a symbol of resilience, a reminder that even in loss, life could be rebuilt, and a community could find strength in honesty and love. What would you do in Grace's place? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share for more inspiring stories.